Hey everybody. Let's see here. Oh, it's recording. So here we go. So first of all, welcome to the team page. If you haven't met me yet, my name is Hillary Griffin and I am your leader in Radical Legacy. So here's the thing. Today what we're going to be going over is number one, we have a team page. You're on it now. And this team page is equipped with so many tools to help you be successful in this business. And what I'm going to be teaching you today is how to go from an employee mindset to an entrepreneur one. Now, if you didn't know it, you started a business. Definitely, if you've joined in the month of February, right now we've been talking about how we have bonuses available. So, what that looks like is if you hit the diamond rank, you can get 15,000 by the end of March. Now that's for everybody who is currently in, but if you just joined, actually, you have 90 days from your start date to hit that goal and earn that bonus. So here's the thing. You don't make that kind of money without being in a certain mind frame. The thing is that you may still be an employee somewhere. You may still have a full-time gig or a part-time gig, and you don't really, you're like, okay, I thought that I was joining this to be like kind of like a blogger and share products and things like that. I didn't know I was like becoming this like entrepreneur person. So I don't want you to be overwhelmed when I say employee to entrepreneur, but what I want you to learn is that this is a business, and that's why we make better money than bloggers. Bloggers, it takes a very long time, like bloggers and influencers, it takes a very long time to make the type of money that we are able to make in this business. And so the blessing though is that we get to work a business like a blogger, and have a lot of fun with it, but to make real money, to quit your day job if you want to be able to stay home full time with your kids and make a full time income at the same time. This is the type of stuff that I really want to teach you guys about how to do. So, number one, on the team page, you're going to be able to find our non negotiable 9. There's a video there that explains everything about our non negotiables. And so it's from Amber Parker. She is somebody who is on our corporate team, like our field team. And so she builds business just like we do, but she also teams up with our corporate teams to give us the best possible tools to equip us to do our business well. Now, I am going to be adding some more things to the page, like our steps to success and things like that. All of these tools that I'm going to be mentioning today are your roadmap. So, the difference between being an employee and an entrepreneur is an employee shows up and they are told what to do. They are given a list of maybe tasks for the day. If you work in a restaurant, you're assigned to different stations. If you're a waitress, you know that, okay, the checklist is go to this table, take their order, like place the order for them, like do all the things, right? You're being told to do that stuff. If you're a teacher, you know you have to show up, teach the kids the things, and then go on about everything, right? Grade papers, all of that. You have a list. The thing is that when you have the freedom that comes along with a business like ours, there are lists and there are suggestions. Everything that I say is a suggestion, but I'm not your boss. And so that's the difference. You went from having a boss to now you are able to make money without having a boss. That's truly the main difference here about being an employee to an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur doesn't have a boss. They get to do everything their own way. They own their time. They choose how they work the business and all of that. The thing that we do as your leadership with me or with other leaders in the business and what our corporate team does, we put out roadmaps and blueprints to say, you can do it how you want, but if you want to make more money, if you want to have more for your life, you're going to take the tips, the tricks, you're going to take the lists, the non-negotiables, you're going to take the tools that we give you and do something with it. And you're going to get disciplined. So discipline is the key factor in switching from being in this employee mindset of I have to be told what to do every day. I clock in and I clock out just to get told what to do and get paid minimum wage. If not, I have to wait a year to get a quarter bonus, right? Or like raise or whatever, okay? But with our business, you're over here and you're like, I have to get disciplined. I've been told what it looks like and what it would take to earn a freaking $15,000 bonus in 2 months, in 3 months. No one's telling me how to do, or hold on, no one's telling me what to do every single moment, and I'm not clocking in, but I'm switch back gears, but I'm so excited for that. I don't want to have a boss anymore. I want to own my time. I want to get to continue to stay home with my babies after my maternity leave. I want this freedom. So that means I need to listen to the people who have already done it. Okay? So that's just a little bit about the mindset between those two things. And now I'm going to break down the key factors in helping you be successful. So I told you we have our non-negotiables. Okay, I'm not going to go over every little thing because where this is posted at in the page, she went over all of that. We have our steps, we have our steps to success. Our steps to success is going to be posted on the page as well. And that will be under, when you go to albums, that will be under business tools, okay? So under business tools, we already have what it looks like to be successful in your first 30 days. We also have what it looks like to earn free products or like a discounted, product rewards is really what it is, okay? And then we also have what it looks like to become Fast Start qualified and earn your shopping spree and start earning bonuses off of helping other people earn their shopping spree, okay? So we have all of that there. We have, just tons of, like, the most important information, you will be able to find it under business tools. So the next thing is that, so you have the tools, you have the list of what you need to do every day, but you have never been a social media marketer before. That's what we are. If you are wondering what your title is now, you are a social media marketer. And if you choose to do any networking beyond social media, then yes, you're a network marketer. You go out to do a sip and shop event or a pop-up shop, or maybe you're showing up to a bridal event where they have different booths. You can do all of that stuff. What we focus on mostly in our team and with our leadership is using social media, just because it does give us time freedom. So we love that. But sorry, y'all gotta like mute the little thingy and close that. Okay, but so what I'm going to be going over today is everything for launching your social media part of your business. But if you want to reach out to me about how you can start doing pop-ups, how you can start doing things in person, what that looks like, I will give you all of the training that you need, okay? So first of all, you have never been a social media marketer before. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what to post. You don't know what to say. I have given you guys 31 days of story posts. So this can go on your Facebook story. I don't know why that noise keeps going through, but sorry. Okay, so maybe we're just pausing for like just a second. Turn off, what can I turn off to make it just be quiet? Well, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. No, it's okay. Oh, hold on. Y'all, I just missed it. Chat sounds off. I think I fixed it. Okay, so here we go. So new distributor story post. So you could be a new distributor, or you could be somebody who's just like revamping your business. Now here's the amazing thing about stories. Unless we discontinue a product, these 31 stories, these 31 days of stories are always relevant. So you can start with story number 1 right here, okay? You can start with this. And so what you do is you just go to the comment section and you're going to save these to your phone. If you just press down on the story, then you can save them. When you save them, you go post them on your Facebook story and your Instagram story. If you post these in your feed on either of the platforms, it's going to look janky. It's not fit for that. It's not made for that. It looks like kind of spammy. Okay, we're going to go into feed posts in just a second. But for your story post, this is what you got, okay? So you can really post any of these. There's 31 days. And guess what? When you get to day 32 in your business, or since you started using this, you can just go back to day 1, or you can start creating your own using the apps and stuff. After you've watched some training videos here on this team page, we've got tons of training to go over all of that, okay? So if you want to learn how to make your own, search it in the team page, you will find training. But this right here, you can just keep recycling these. Like, who was on your account 31 days ago is not going to remember what you posted on day 1 of your story. They only last 24 hours, okay? So there you go. You have stories to post. Don't stress about that. Now, we're going to go into your content. So that's the thing. Excuse me. So with our non-negotiable list, you've already, if you've posted to your story, you've already been able to knock something off of your list when it comes to, getting that list done for the day. The next thing is posting to your feed. So you go to day 1, and so some of the captions are just copy paste, and then some of the captions are fill in the blank. And I've posted picture ideas for like inspiration for you on each post. So here we go, day 1, day 2, day 3. See what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about coming up with this content because it's already there for you. So during that 31 days, you could be taking the time to say, oh, I heard a quote somewhere, or maybe I saw a quote on Pinterest, or, I got an idea because I was watching some self-development stuff. And so what that is like maybe a sermon or a podcast or something like that, very inspiring. So maybe you wrote something down from that. Maybe you were talking to somebody about how they could overcome something with this business. And so that would be a great caption idea. So during that 31 days that you're using the content that's already here, you can go ahead and be just taking note of different ideas as you go. And then after the 31 days, you've already got some content ideas built up. And then I'm about to show you how you put those into play. So the thing is what I'm teaching you right now is you have been in a mindset of, I have to be told what to do when it comes to working and earning money. Now I am doing what I'm being taught because it works for me to own my time and not have to be told what to do anymore. There's a difference. If you don't do this, you get fired and you don't get paid. If you don't do this stuff over here, you still get to be in the business. You might have someone order every once in a while, but you're not going to go as far as you could. Okay, so it's a little bit more strict over here, a little bit more free over here, okay? So what I'm showing you is how simple we've made it for you to do this side. Okay, so that's how you find those things. Now, if you don't want to recycle the stories from the 31 days of stories, or you want to start creating your own caption content, there's 2 more places that you can go. So you can go to Story Slides. This album is full of different story slides, just different ones, showing results, sharing, success stories, just all that kind of stuff, before and afters with things. So you can always go into that and find stuff. Every time that I see something new, I add it to this. So there's over 200 different story slides in that. Next one that you can go to is product info. So this is where you're going to find everything for products. So our newest product right now is the Skinny Brew. If you go to that, then you're going to see, first of all, this is the stuff that you want to learn about a new product every day. Definitely when it's the new hottest thing. New hottest thing is our Skinny Brew coffee. So you want to learn a little bit about that. So take time to just take some mental notes about what this is. This script right here is perfect when someone's like, what is that new Skinny Brew that you're talking about? And you're like, oh, hey, we just launched this new skinny coffee. This is instant French roast coffee, blah, 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 right? Here's your loyal customer pricing. Here's your retail pricing, all of that. Now, breaking down the conversation, you don't just send this. You would send only this section. If you want conversation, or if you want to break down pricing of things, that's something else that will be posted in the team page where you'll learn. But honestly, if you are brand new and you haven't already had customer conversations, like with potential customers or potential distributor conversations, you need to be sending screenshots of your conversation when you're having it, and treat it as if I or your enroller is having the conversation for you. Treat it like that person you're talking to is actually talking to us. That is your training. Okay, so you would just screenshot, like maybe somebody asked you about the coffee and you're like, well, I know I have this first part to send. So go ahead, send that, and then send us a screenshot that you did that and what their response was. Then let us help guide you through the way. But don't send the price at first. This is just listed here for everybody to have a good reference place of how much something is, okay? But here's what you can find as a resource. So you have this to learn about. You have this helping you talk about it. And then as people come up with different posts, different ways of talking about it and messaging, I share that stuff in the comments. So there's all these different ways of messaging somebody and saying like, hey lady, we just launched a new coffee for enhanced weight loss. And then you can also do a post. Hey girl, I can't, or hold on. Or, okay, so say you made a post about selling some samples. So you're like, hey, I'm mailing out 3-day experiences for Skinny Brew Coffee. And then when someone comments, you message them and you say, I can't, or hold on. I can get, sorry, I'm like reading it weird. Hey girl, I can get your 3-day experience mailed out. It'll be $15 with shipping included, no commitment. And so, you walk through that. So anyways, all of this stuff about these different products, as we have different scripts and different post ideas, I share it in the comments of that specific product. And then I also share a few product images so that you can share those images on your stories and stuff like that to help draw people in. You can start making your own stories by using these. And then I'm going to be adding like 1 or 2 stories per product for each individual product, okay? I'm not going to do every single story that's ever been made for that specific product, but that is a gist of where you can find that product information, okay? So now you have all of these tools. So you would be thinking like, okay, what's next? So of course, use the team page for really anything. All you have to do is type stuff in. So if you're wondering, wait, so they talked about bonuses, but I need to find the information about that. So if you type in conference, because that's when the bonus announcements were made, if you go to this post, everything that was announced at conference, I have it all shared here, okay? Sorry, hold on a second. If you are looking for, say you're looking up stuff about coffee again, or maybe, hold on, skincare. So you need something about skincare that day. Whoops, there's nothing. Hold on. Maybe just not for an individual post. Let's see. Coffee. Now I'm like, what's going to pop up? Okay. Or like loyal customers, signing loyal customers, how to sign distributors, things like that. You're going to find those trainings. Now your enroller should be tagging you. But if you're the type of person who likes to just learn, use this as a huge tool. Now, okay, so here we go back into really the focus of what this video is for. This video is to teach you how to show up as an entrepreneur. So I've showed you guys, here's the tools. This is where, like, this is your tool chest. You just open it up and you're like, I've got everything I need. So then we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about how you can show up consistently and how you can be disciplined. So I mentioned a minute ago how doing your list means you're posting on social media, that you're doing all of that stuff, right? Well, what is going to be added into the page too is this social media planner. Now, this is from, I can't take the credit for it. This is actually from a thing that I'm in, but it's a like a course type of thing that I'm in. But what this is something that I can share with y'all to help you guys start showing up on social media consistently and start learning how to write your own content, make your own content. So I'm going to tell you just a little gist of it. So number one, you're going to have a hook. You're going to say something like, can I share an embarrassing secret? The next thing you would say, I really didn't think I would be successful in this business. Can I share an embarrassing secret? I never planned on being a stay-at-home mom. Can I share an embarrassing secret? I got a degree in education and I didn't love it as much as I thought I would. Okay. Whatever could help lead into the conversation about the business or the products, or part of your story in general, in a way that you can relate to other people. So this stuff, I'm not going to go into like everything, because we will have a social media training type of, where we're talking about like sharing your story and all of that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about all of that in another video, but this is something that if you can commit to saying, okay, I have this formula to writing a caption, and I know these are the different categories that people will find on my social media. They're going to learn about me. They're going to see behind the scenes of my life. They're going to see my personal insight, which really means something that I have experienced. So if you're a young mom, and like I just told one of our teammates, hey, your baby's only 8 months old. Well, there's another woman out there who either has a newborn or a 7-month-old, and they're looking to you because you inspire them. Maybe you got past your postpartum and they are looking for tips on how to get past that. Maybe you just finished teething with your baby and now they're looking to you because you're sharing tips about that. People love that kind of stuff. So behind the scenes and personal insight, it's gold for that. Encouragement. We want to show up in a way that's like encouraging to people. We don't want to be the people complaining on all the social platforms. No. And so, yeah, we have a ton of social media training, so I'm not going to dig into all of that right now. I'm just trying to show you how you can make a plan to help you work this business, because this is brand new for you. You haven't thought about planning social media content before, most likely. And if you have, you haven't planned on it in this way. I can tell you from experience, just a little side note, I have worked in social media marketing and all of that now for over 5 years. But before I joined this business, I was not working my personal social media so consistently this way to build my own personal brand out there that would be good for this type of business. The brand that I was building was that I was a business owner of something else that was a different title, offered different kind of services, and really I was building up that. I wasn't building up um something that people just could resonate with and relate to when it came to me on a personal level. And we all know that in this kind of business, in social media marketing, in network marketing, you have to be liked, you have to be known, and you have to be trusted. And that is not by everybody, but you do need to find your people that like you, they relate to you, your story resonates with them, they know you because you're sharing your story, you're sharing some personal behind the scenes stuff, you're doing all that throughout these different content ideas. And then they're trusting you because you're showing them that this stuff really does work. You're showing them that the business is legit. You're sharing the different stories of people's successes, and you're sharing your personal results with products. I promise you do that stuff consistently, you will see results. But the point of it is you have to get consistent without having a boss, without having someone tell you what to do every single day. Okay. So this is this is what's going to help you have a blueprint to doing your non-negotiable 9. Your non-negotiables have to happen. But if you've never known how to do the things that are on that list, this is what helps you. So you have all those tools in Teampage. Then you have this roadmap here for your social media. And this is going to be added to the Teampage right here. Maybe you start small. And every night you take 10 to 15 minutes to say, I'm going to plan out tomorrow's post. So tomorrow would be, coming from today, tomorrow would be February 6th. It would be a Thursday. And right here, you would write down that date. Then say right now, say it was the middle of the night, not middle of the night, but say it's late, okay? And I've got 10 to 15 minutes to sit down and say, what is my post going to be tomorrow? and I'm going to write down the date. Then I'm going to write down what category I'm on so I don't overthink it. I know, oh, tomorrow I'm going to show, maybe there's a holiday going on and I'm going to show behind the scenes of preparation for that. Maybe I'm spending a special day with my daughter, or maybe, whatever. So you're showing one of those one of those categories. Okay. So you put that here. Then you're like, what kind of picture should I post? I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to write down, oh, this would look good on my feed right now. I'm going to write down that I want to do a picture of my daughters, or I want to do a picture of just me holding my coffee mug and being like, hey, keto coffee, whatever. Okay. And I don't care if that cup is empty. I did that for like the first month. Okay. I'm not even kidding. So write down your picture idea. So, for the next day, I need to take this picture. And here's the gist of my caption. What's my hook? What's the caption look like? And what's the call to action that I want somebody to make? Now, I'm going to show you guys just another little format for this. Because I believe everybody learns differently and everybody communicates differently. So this may be really good for some people, and it may be kind of confusing for some people. So if you're right now thinking, I don't know how to write a hook and a caption and a call to action, this layout is kind of hard for me. Don't think that you're getting it wrong, because I want to tell you, I do this one and I do one more way of laying out my content. This other way is a way that my friend Morgan taught me. It's something that I was like, oh, why haven't I done this before? And so I'm really starting to get where I'm doing this one day and then the next day I'm doing this other kind. So I'm going to show you that really quick. So if you feel like for whatever reason that wasn't something that fit the way that you want to communicate, then here's something else. Okay. So first of all, what do I want people to know about me when they go to my social media? I want them to know I'm a social media marketer and communicator, but I'm also a girl mom and I'm married. Okay. I love Jesus, all the things. The brand theme for Hillary Griffin is that on social media, when it comes to business, I am making God's purpose known the social way. That's just my little way of saying it. So all that really means is that I'm sharing hope. I'm being, encouraging to people. I'm sharing that there is another way to live through my business. I'm sharing with people that there's an affordable way to get healthy through my products. I am making his purpose known, because his purpose in someone's life, it's all in the same. It just may show up a little bit differently. And so that's why I share different parts of my story, so that people relate to all of that. And they're like, wow, I feel like I'm finding my purpose too. And my purpose is in him. Anyways, all that kind of stuff. Okay. That's a little gist of my thing. You don't have to have something like that. Your brand theme, like Cheyenne Knox, she's a big leader in our company. So her brand theme is that she lives a 7-day weekend. That would be her little saying. Alyssa Billiou or Wilbur, hold on. Let's just say Alyssa Marie, because I don't know which one's her last name anymore. Anyways, kind of weird. Okay. So Alyssa Marie, because I can't remember which one is which, but Alyssa Marie, so she is our social media guru person for the whole company. And she does a ton of trainings. Our social media trainings, majority of them on our team page are actually hers. But her little thing is that she's a millionaire mom, and she is I'm trying to think. She teaches women, or she helps women step into their light. That is her overall theme. So what that means to have a brand theme is that all of your content points back to that thing. So what someone feels and what they take away from your content is that. Now, content pillars, ignore this right now, because that's getting a little deeper into other stuff, and you just need to know about me as your leader. I do this business to fund, obviously, my life, and I love the business, but my dream is to get to do ministry stuff, and I don't want to have to make money from that. I want to get to truly give that stuff, and I do ministry as a communicator. So I share my faith, I share my testimony and all of that, and I don't want to get paid to do that, but I do need to build up my platform in a way where people would know to ask me to come speak at their event or, you know, their girls retreat or things like that. Okay. So some of the stuff that you see on my page right now is because I'm showing up as both, because they do truly go together. I'm sharing my story through all of it. So anyways, so yeah, there's that. Some of my photo topics are selfies because they perform well on my content. Family pictures, blogger styled pictures. So that's more like posy looking than just a selfie. Pictures of my daughters, pictures with friends, pictures of coffee, and pictures of my husband. There you go. Okay, so categories is not filled out right now because I'm changing that up. But here is the thing that my friend Morgan taught me and that we're going to have a whole training on, okay? So if that layout that I just showed you was something where you're like, I don't really know. Like, I don't really know what I think about that. It's not something that I feel like it's easy for me to come up with content on my own, then maybe this would be a better layout for you. So what you would start with is you could either say before it works, you can go that route, or you can say before I became a mom, before I graduated college, and you may share something before. Okay, so before I became a mom, I'd never thought that I would want to be a stay-at-home mom. Okay. Before I graduated college, I was freaking out because I really didn't know what I was going to do. Before I joined this business, I was really hesitant, and it took me 3 years to sign up with the person that I follow, or, you know, it took me 3 years to sign up. Before, like any type of before something, or it could be inspirational. So you could say, I'm sitting out of Target, or I'm sitting in the parking lot of Target right now, and I have tears in my eyes because I know when I go inside, I'm not going to have to freak out about checking my bank account. That I'll be like, oh wait, so why don't you have to freak out? Like, because if I'm a broke person who needs some extra cash, I'm like, what does that mean? You know? Another inspirational thing could be, let me think, sorry. Hold on, I can't think of another inspirational thing, but I hope you're getting the gist of what I'm saying. So first, you're either going to start with some type of before or something inspirational. You can always find, like on the team page, there's a lot of stories shared there. There's a lot of different, you know, ideas in the caption section, the 31 days of captions. You can always find inspiration there for this, for you to start doing your own. But you can also go to Pinterest and look up inspiring quotes. So an inspiring quote for me, I'm just going to kind of just show you this example really quick, and then I'll move on. So let me find it. Here we go. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay. So this is an inspiring quote to me. Okay. So I would say the opposite of depression isn't happiness, it's purpose. Oh, and then, so, you know, you start with it before, you start with something inspirational about what's going on in your day that day, or you can choose a quote, like a quote somewhere. So I get quotes from podcasts, you know, I get quotes from wherever. Anything inspiring for you, write it down. So then you move on and you go to overcome or story. So I could say with this one, I'm just going to play off of this one. So the opposite of depression isn't happiness, it's purpose. And then I would go into, I don't know if you know this about me, but I actually have been to 3 different mental hospitals in my life. And I didn't think that after going through something like that, that I would ever find my normal again. Now, who am I resonating with? I'm resonating with people who deal with mental illness. I'm resonating with those people, and I'm showing them that there's some hope. Okay. So another thing that you could say is like, my before, I never thought, before I got pregnant, I never thought that I was going to want to be a stay-at-home mom. My story now, I'm so happy that I found a way that I could be a stay-at-home mom and help support my family financially. This means that we're not going to have to wait around on living, we're not going to have to be check to check living. I'm going to get to say yes to the things that I wanted to do for my daughter. When she wants to join dance classes, it's a yes. When she wants to do this, it's a yes. Like, getting fired up in that, you know? So some form of overcoming something, or maybe just sharing a tidbit of your story that day. So maybe the Target parking lot thing is kind of like your thing. So the inspiration part was, I'm sitting in the parking lot of Target right now, and I'm so happy. Like, I have tears in my eyes because I used to be so overwhelmed going inside because I would have to be checking my bank account and I knew there wasn't enough. Now, because of this business, I don't have to freak out anymore. I'm about to walk inside and know that I can put whatever groceries I want in my basket and get the diapers too. Like, come on, Jesus, you know? Like, that fires somebody up. It gets people excited. You share hope, you share your story, okay? So then you move on and you talk about how I can help or how I can relate. So you could say, like, do you relate with that? Like, can you relate to that struggle? If you could relate to the first part of my struggle, then I promise you, you can definitely relate to the wins that I've experienced since joining this business. Or here's how I can help you. Like, you may be thinking, yeah, Hillary, I know that you didn't want to be a stay-at-home mom and you decided to be, but I don't think that that could work for me. And I'm here to tell you that with the tools that our company provides and with the trainings that our team does, you're going to be able to be successful at this too. And I will be with you every step of the way. Like, that's how I can help you. You know, that's kind of how you say that kind of stuff. And then call to action is where you're asking somebody to take action. So you're either posting your phone number, asking them to text opportunity to you or coffee to you, whatever thing like that. Or you're asking a question. So you can say, what would it look like for you to join my team today? Or what's holding you back? If you don't want to comment, send me a DM. Something like that. You just are opening it up to say, I'm not posting this for you to say like, yay me. I'm posting this so that I'm hoping that you take action. Okay. I kind of went over that more than I planned on, but I just was kind of in it. So I wanted to share that. Morgan is going to be doing a training on that. We're going to do a team teaching on a lot of this kind of stuff to help you guys really like work your business well. And it's going to be posted in the team page. We're actually doing that this upcoming Sunday. So if you watch that before this Sunday, then, you know, there you go. If you watch this before this Sunday, then okay. So here's the next thing that we're going to go to. This is the last thing. So you're like, okay, Hillary, I get it. You're giving me the tools. You're showing me how to show up on social media, but I don't have the time. Like, I thought I had the time. I joined this and I'm feeling like I'm getting behind. I'm feeling like I can't jump on every Zoom. Let me just tell you this. Zooms are powerful and they're helpful. But if you check in with your upline and you say, hey, I can't get on it live, but I am going to watch it, and you let them know that you watched it and you share something that you took away from it, no one's going to be upset with you. I'm not going to be upset with you if you skip them all together, but I'm also going to know that you're not taking it serious. Because my thing is I don't care how much money you spent when you joined. If you invested anything at all, it is worth it to use everything. But if you're sitting there and you're thinking like, okay, help me find the time then, because I do have a full-time job, or I am home with kids all day, or I'm in school all day. How am I going to really do this and go where I want to go? I see the ambassador money. I see I can make 30 grand a month, but how am I going to actually do this like practically? So here we go. So there's a productivity planner that I'm going to be adding to our team page. This is something, again, I cannot take credit for this. I can't. But this is our productivity map. And what this means is that you're going to set a goal for your business, and then you are going to set a goal for your business. And here's the thing. I'm going to just say this really quick, because this hit me at conference, listening to so many different top leaders. Being double diamond for me, it's actually a lifestyle. For such a long time, I've looked at the ranks and the pay and things like that as a goal to attain because of the income and because of the impact. Both of those are great. But actually becoming a double diamond and being a good one, like where people are happy to be on your team, that you're taking care of your people, you're taking care of your customers, you're running your business so well that your family loves your business too, that's actually a lifestyle. It has nothing to do with filling up a chart and it has nothing to do with how much, how many BV orders, sorry. You can't, it doesn't matter if you're a mass enroller. It doesn't matter if you're filling up your chart. None of that stuff matters. Being a double diamond, being a diamond, being an emerald, being a ruby, being somebody who you have people enjoying your business, being served well, all of it, it's actually a lifestyle. It's like this right here for me. This is a productivity map. This sounds very business, but it's just because I take my family, my faith, and my business very seriously. So I'm never, if I ever catch myself saying filling up my chart is more important than making sure that I have quality time with my family, that I got my stuff jacked up. If I'm ever spending more time with my business than I am with my Jesus, because that's just my own personal conviction, I got it jacked up. It's out of order. I spend time with Jesus. I serve my family well, and I show up for my business because it's a lifestyle. So during a promotional month, my time may look a little different, but when I'm with my kids, when I'm with my husband, I'm with them. When I am with my business, I am with my business. So maybe it looks like I'm doing more power hours than I normally do, but my kids aren't mad at me for that because of what I've done with them while I'm with them. I'm not going to take away time from them, but not give them something in return. This is a trade out thing. Who's working this business? My whole family. So when I go through this productivity map, I'm telling you guys, this is how you create a lifestyle out of, honestly, a lifestyle business. A lot of people call this type of company and this kind of business, they would actually call it I'm going to make it where this screen's bigger, but they would actually call it a lifestyle business. Or what kind of entrepreneur are you? What kind of business, owner are you? And you're like, I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur. That's what I am. And so I do whatever I got to do to make money, to own my time, to do the best things possible for my family. That's what I do. So if I can share my story and make money from that, heck yeah, I'm going to do it. If I can share some products, losing weight, yes, I'm going to do it. If I can go live, if I can really talk about this business in any way possible and sign somebody, I'll do anything short of sin to do what I got to do for my family. Okay. So here we go. So becoming a double diamond for me, I'm going to go over what it looks like for me personally. But I want you to think about from now, and this is a 90-day plan, the way that this is broken up. Okay. So every 90 days, you have a new commitment. So for us, right now, I'm in the second month of my 90 days. So I'm going double diamond next month. So what that looks like is I'm planning things out. Now, here's the deal. This roadmap is something I've been using with other tools. I just recently got to download this little productivity map thing because it just now became available. If I was using this already, I would have so much more filled in. So I'm just going to fill in some things as I talk about it with you. But here we go. Let's dive in. Okay. So this is how you're going to find time for all the parts of your business. So I want you to keep in mind, what are you putting first? Write down your priorities. What are the most important things to you in your life? So for me, I have to have Jesus time every day. I have to have time with my family every day. I need to be keeping up with the house. Now, here's the thing. In a big promotion like what I'm working towards, my husband understands I need his help. And I understand, too, that not everybody has help. But if you can find some help, then humble yourself enough to ask for it because of what's going to be on the other side. So I have asked my husband for help. He's helping out with my daughters. Today is a day that he's actually off of work. It's a snow day for us. They're actually out right now. So I'm able to make this video for you guys and pour into you. And then I'll spend some time with them and then I'll get right back to working in a little while. So anyways, you're going to, make your priorities, write your priorities down so that here's how I'm framing out my next 3 months, my next 90 days. The way that this is set up is it's set up in quarters of the year. So you have, the first 3 months of the year. So that's what I'm working with. So my goal by the end of my 90 days, by the end of my first quarter of the year, is double diamond. Number one, do I have the capacity to do this? Yes, I do. If I didn't, if I felt like that was a no, it would have to do with my mindset towards it, and I would need to get my mind right. And maybe I would need to check in with my enroller or a sideline sister. Maybe I would need to watch a few of the training videos to say, okay, what is the simplest way that I can go diamond, that I can go double, that I can promote it all? Like, what's the simplest way for me to do it? And then come back to that question, okay? Next, if yes, set your date. Here's my thing. So if you didn't know, on the 25th of every month, we have all of the auto shipments from the previous month, they run. What an auto shipment is explained on the team page, but it's really just when your loyal customer gets set up, their auto shipments run either on the date that they ordered or on the 25th. So for me, I want the day that auto shipments run, I want to promote early. I don't want to wait until the last day of the month to celebrate. I want to know that I hit it early. So you say that you're going to write down your date, because we're just declaring like this thing's going to happen. The next thing is you're going to have a brain dump. You're not going to freak out. You're going to say, here's all the things that I can think of possibly right now. So here's some things that I don't have added to my brain dump list, okay? So right now, of course, I've got some things for my team here. I've got how many DTs I'm working towards. I'm thinking about how much volume I need to bring in. I'm thinking about what kind of routine do I need with my daughters. I'm thinking about carve out dates. So what is important for me? Sorry, I need to scroll on here as I'm scrolling down. So here's the brain dump sheet. Okay, so I need to carve out dates with my husband because he's doing a lot to help me out. And so I need to make sure that I'm spending time with him. And that's the thing. I'm going to have dinner with my family every night, as long as like dinner is made by a certain time. We're not doing training, but I'm going to have dinner with them. Okay. I'm with my daughters all day long. I've always worked a business like that. But during this promotional season, I'm doing more that does take away some time from them. So that means I have to be just very intentional with my time. So I'm going to make sure that I have at least 1 to 2 hours of a date with my husband. Doesn't matter if we're sitting down watching TV and he doesn't care if I'm on my phone and I'm sending out some messages. I'm just not going to do it away from him, you know? So we have our own agreements about that kind of stuff and what that looks like, but I need to make sure that I'm having some dates with him. I also need to make sure that I am getting some results, because results sell. Facts tell, results sell. Why am I doing that? I'm like not spelling results right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Results. So getting some personal results between now and I would say like between like mid-March. That's the thing. We're not dating any of these yet, but I just write down what different things would help me with my promotion. More Facebook lives. Okay. So that's another thing. I know that going live on Facebook, that's an important thing. Okay. So not to like just take forever on this, but so you're going to have that brain dump sheet. All this is going to be on the team page. Okay. So you can print it off. You can write it down in your own notebook, or you can just download it and use it on your tablet or iPad. You can also do it on your phone. If you're able to like do the scribble thing or whatever on your phone, then download it to your phone and write it there. Okay. So next, what does it look like to accomplish this thing? So for me personally, because I'm in a leadership role and I'm your upline, well, that means I needed to get that team page ready. If you didn't join before January, then you would like, if you just joined the business, then you wouldn't know that our team page didn't have all of those tools in it. That I actually decided that I was going to record some of my own trainings. That was one of my milestones for that month, that I was going to upload product info, that I was going to have social content on there ready and everything to go. and that I was going to schedule a weekly training to do with my team. You guys wouldn't have known that. So those are the things that I took care of in January. That's goal number 1 through my 3 months. Okay. So goal number 1 in that 3 months was I knew I wasn't at the time, I wasn't enrolling a ton of customers and I wasn't enrolling a ton of distributors, but I knew we were about to go into boom season. We were about to work towards promotions, and I need to have this stuff ready for my new teammates so that you guys could be successful, so that that would even go into my success as well. If you're successful, then I succeed too. And so that's why my focus is to do these kind of trainings and do this kind of stuff for y'all. So the next thing is that in February, that's this month, whoop, whoop, I am going diamond and earning my $15,000 bonus. Yes. So what does that look like? Well, number 1, this is the first week. So I am getting roadmaps ready for the team. Everybody's going to know where they're going. That's my main goal, is getting my roadmaps ready and shouting, and then oh goodness, okay, shouting out what goal I'm working on, and what that means when we say like shout it out, we're like, I'm going double diamond by the end of March. That means I'm going to get a $20,000 bonus. And as I'm working towards that, who's coming with me? Like you're hype, like you're super hype. And then when it comes to leading your team, if you're in that kind of role during a promotion month, you are giving roadmaps to your team like I'm doing for y'all. So I'm helping y'all with charting. I've been doing one-on-ones with people to say, this is what you need, like all that kind of stuff. And I'm doing, just training after training, everything that I can to pour into y'all. That is this week. And I'm sharing different trainings that other people do this week. So next week, I'm getting some distributors. My goal next week is going to get a minimum of 9 new DTs. Okay, so if you know anything about the new fast starts, 9 times, hold on. Well, let me do it. I don't know math. I don't know numbers. It's okay. Okay, so $150 is what the new fast start bonuses are. So times that by me getting 9 distributors in. You want to know when I get those 9 distributors in next week, what that looks like? That looks like $1,350 being paid cash to me on top of my commissions the next week, because I'm going to get those distributors in and I'm going to help them earn their shopping spree. And when they earn their $150 shopping spree, I will earn my bonuses. Like, bam, that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm doing. So next week, that's my focus, because I know if I'm going to go diamond, then I have to have some more teammates on my team to break up that big gap of volume that we have going on right now. If I'm going diamond, I know that I need to get some volume in. So right now, let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to look at my phone. Here we go. Okay, so right now for my diamond, I'm a little over 6,000 away from hitting diamond in GV. So what does that look like? Well, that third week, I'm going hard on customers. So my goal is to hit a mass enrolling stride. Now, do you have to be a mass enroller to be successful in this business? No. But for me personally, I'm focused on helping everybody. Because here's my thing. When I go diamond, that means Kaylin is going to have an increased check. When I go diamond, Christina is going to have an increased check. When I go diamond, Shannon is going to have an increased check. All of my teammates, if I haven't said you yet, it's just because you're not on my team yet. But if you are on my team, when I go diamond, when I go double, that means I'm helping you change your life. That means that your check is going to increase. That means you're getting out of the financial situation that you're in. You're getting to stay home with your kids. Like, that is my why, is helping y'all. It's helping y'all and doing for my family. So there I am getting hype again, because when I talk about promoting y'all, I'm like, yes, let's do it. Okay, so and then my last thing is just going to be really blowing up strong. Now what does that look like? This means everything is out the window. I'm going hard. I'm doing it all. I'm going live, possibly daily, counting down to my promotion. I'm going live on Instagram, Facebook. I'm posting everything. I'm sharing all my results. Like I'm doing some giveaways. Like I'm doing everything possible to bring in the last bit of volume and the last group of teammates for the month to hit my diamond. Okay. So there we are with that. Now you're like, okay, Julia, I'm hyped with you. I'm ready. Like, let's do this. And then you're like, oh, hold on though. I thought we were talking about a schedule. I thought we were talking about how I was going to fit this in between my job and school and being a mom and whatever things are on your plate. Guess what I have? Daily tasks. It's going to make it so easy, y'all. Okay, so daily tasks for week 1. So what we have is it's milestone 1. And this is Feb 1st. Now, I'm just saying February, like first week, okay? Hold on. It's not updating as I write. For whatever reason, it's lagging, but it's okay. It'll show up. So anyway, so daily tasks. So what does this look like? So if we know, for me, if I know that I'm doing roadmaps and shout outs, all of that, like that's what I'm doing. I'm shouting out the promotions and I'm sending roadmaps to my team. I'm leading my team for the first week of February. So that means my daily list, what does that look like? Well, Sunday, I was on the family call. We had our team training. And the other big thing is that I had a talk. Nothing's showing up. That's kind of annoying. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why it's not updating as I write, because normally it does. Okay, so what I would have written here, it'll let me write like that. Maybe I'll just, well, no, because it'll look funky. But anyways, okay. What I did here, I'm just gonna, whoop, there it goes. Okay. No, sorry, y'all. It just took a second to update. There it goes. So on Sunday, I knew that I had to do 3 big things. I needed to have a conversation with my husband to say, I need to have a conversation with my husband to say, this is what it's going to look like for the next 2 months while I'm working towards this promotion. You know, we had to have just talk about that. Then I went into, I also need to do a team training. Morgan ran the training that night, but it was amazing. And I was on it, being super supportive and helping out with everything that I could help out with. Okay. And then I needed to be on the family call and lead my team to be on the family call. Now my schedule was traveling home like all day. So my schedule was jacked that day. But on Monday, I knew I needed to get to work. Okay, so I'm not going to go into every single little day just because, yeah, right? But here we go. So then we go into the next set of days. So we're still in that first week. So it's still the first week of February. Okay, and we're still on milestone 1 for that goal. So goal 2. Okay. Milestone 1. So Tuesday, what did yesterday look like for me? Yesterday looked like I needed to send mass messages. I needed to get some stories up that would be engaging things. I needed to post about my HAP giveaway. So they don't know that I'm saying it's a HAP giveaway, but what I posted was a giveaway. Okay, so I had a lot of people engaging with me because of that, because they would go comment, they would share it, they would do all of that. And then what I was doing is I was sending them a HAP post to get up. If you're wondering what HAP is, you can always find that on the team page. And then writing out like what my day would look like. Okay, today, what am I doing? I'm sitting here giving you your roadmap and tools. Okay, so here's the thing, just to like kind of sum this up some. So with this right here is what I'm working on this week. Sorry, I'm scrolling, but not scrolling this. Okay, so this right here is what I'm working on this week, okay? Roadmaps and shouting things out. So for the first 2 days of the week, or for the first 3 days, sorry, for the first 3 days of the week, I was talking about things with my husband first. I was talking about things at home first and getting my mindset ready to go after this promotion. The next things that I did is I mass messaged people because I had to follow up with everybody who I previously talked to let them know, hey, it's a little bit cheaper to join my team right now. I had to blow up my stories, and I needed to do a really good feed post to have stuff blow up to grow my network. So yesterday was really about networking and shouting out what I was going for and what I was doing. And then today is roadmap day. So do you guys see how I'm going in and I've got roadmaps and shout outs? That's week 1 of February. That's what we're doing, is we're getting our roadmap done. You have your blueprint. You are ready to run, like you're ready to go after your thing. Okay, so now you may be wondering, like, okay, Hillary, so I get this. So I get how I can break that down. So how do you break that down even more? So maybe this is 9 a.m. to say like 5 p.m. Okay, so maybe you have a full-time job. So that's taking up that time. But maybe you can wake up a little bit earlier, say at like 8, and you can do your messaging. Okay, so you get your messages done, and then maybe at 6 over here, you can do the rest of your list. So maybe you're posting, getting your post up, and you're working on the other non-negotiables before you finish, like before you go to bed. Okay, so that is how you can map things out. Now, another example of a schedule would be if you have kids. You got up at 7. Okay, so you get up at 7 and you get as much of your list done before kids wake up at 9. Say they sleep in until 9. Okay, so you're just doing so much of your non-negotiable list as you can before they wake up. That's seriously my life. I wake up, I try to get up by 5. I have my Jesus time, which is part of my self-development. It gets my mind right. So I do that. I journal some, I drink some coffee, and I get to work. I start on my non-negotiable list. I do the hardest thing for me personally first, which is messaging, following up. Those are the hard things for me to do. So I just go ahead and knock those out in the beginning of my day, because I know posting and doing my stories is easy for me, so I can do that at any time. So I do as much of my non-negotiable list as I can, and I just call that doing like a power hour, and I just stay on as long as I need to. And then so my kids are up, okay? So kids are awake, sorry. And we're hanging out. So what this looks like from this time to maybe like 3. Sorry if this is like weird looking. So from like 9 to 3, I know my girls are going to need my attention. So what I'm doing is kind of like I'm doing the bare minimum for my business from 9 to 3. So as I'm doing things around my house, as I'm spending time with my girls, like as I'm doing that kind of stuff, what I'm doing is I'm just talking to people that I've already messaged that morning. They're messaging me back by this time. I'm talking to them. I'm pouring into my team. Like I'm just like checking in, but it's very like in the ebbs of flows of being with my family, like doing that kind of stuff. So then the next thing is from about 3 to 6, I get to work, normally in my office. Sometimes it's not 3, sometimes it's more like 4. So you can just say like 4, okay? So at 4 to 6, I work in my office, definitely during a promotion month. And my husband takes care of dinner a lot of times. He is honestly the better cook, so we do that. So then dinner time, I am with fam. And then from like 7 to 9, it looks like it depends on what's going on, but I'm either doing a training or I hang out with fam. And then after bedtime, that's when I would go back into my office. Like when it's bedtime for them, it's about, 8:30, 9 o'clock, they're going into bed. Then I come back in my office and get back to work for like another hour. Um, because that's my type of schedule, because that's the type of work that I want to put in, because I'm trying to get a $20,000 bonus. You cannot work this thing like a hobby. Like you'll make hobby money, you know? Like we just had somebody in our team chat thing say that they saw their W-2 and the person that was doing their taxes was like, honestly, this is like hobby money. And it wasn't mean. She knows that. She knows that she wants to make more than that and stuff. And it was like a gut check for her to say, I'm getting this diamond bonus, because she was over having just hobby money. And so for me, I know this kind of schedule. Now it does change every day depending on like what's going on, if we're going to church, things like that. But like this is my type of thing to where I fit this business into my life. So my challenge to you would be figure out where you can write things down to say, this is when this is happening. Now, the first thing I would say, I told you in the beginning of this section of this training, is that you're going to need to write down your priorities. What are your priorities? Well, when you write those down, if you know your kids like have a school event and you join this business so that you didn't have to miss that, don't miss it. Go to that event. Go to that thing and write your business down around that. If you have some special, maybe you're celebrating an anniversary or a birthday or things like that, like write that stuff down. That is important. This business should not all of a sudden take away from all of that. You should be working this business because you want to have the freedom to do more of that. So write down your stuff and say, from this time to this time, I can't work because of a priority, but I'm not going to ignore my work. I'm going to make work around this thing that's happening today. Okay. So maybe you're still working 9 to 5, right? Block out your 9 to 5 hours and say, I can't really do a whole lot during that time. I can do the bare minimum of maybe responding to a few messages, but I can't do the big list. Like I can't get all that done. That's okay. But write down when you're going to get it done. The thing is committing to doing it. My rule is I do my list before I fall asleep. I don't care when it happens. I mean, with kids, being at home with kids, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what your day is going to look like. And that has been such a stretch for me because I know what it takes to be really successful in this business. So for me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to write things down. But if this schedule gets wacky, I know I'm going to stay up and I'm going to get the job done before I fall asleep, because that's my personal conviction for what I want for my family. I want us to be debt free. I want to have options. Like that's me. So that's the type of work I'm going to put in. So anyways, all of this stuff is going to be on our team page, and there you go. And here I am now, looking lovely. That's the thing. You can show up to this side of the business looking whatever way that you want. And you have the freedom to choose that. Okay, so I've showed you guys. You can find stuff on the team page. If you're confused about where to look, there is a step-by-step process to being launched as a distributor. So you can always check there. Your enroller should be tagging you as you go as a new teammate. So they'll be tagging you as you go through your process of launching your business. But if you've been in it for a minute and you're just wanting to find certain things, go to the albums, go to the pictures, go to albums. You can find literally everything. When you look at just the pictures, there's going to be something that says how to sign loyal customers. There's going to be another thing that says get 6 loyal customers in 72 hours challenge. There's a whole challenge posted there for you guys, with all the scripts, all the things. So you have the tools, and now I've showed you, here's how you show up on social media consistently, and here is how you figure out what does it look like to work this business and hit my goal. Not just work it and be reactionary like I'm responding to my day, but instead you are leading your day by having a plan and sticking to it and getting disciplined. So yeah, that's it, guys. So you're going to be able to find all of these tools on the team page. I'm super excited to see you guys promote. If you join the business and you watch this video after March, no worries. You're going to have chances to earn promotions and all the great things too. This company is so giving. They have that kind of stuff coming out all year long. We announce new products, we announce bonuses. There's always promotions to get like amazing things with the company. So again, super excited. So happy to have you on this team. I hope this is beneficial and helpful to you today, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.